Mira, sigue el camino hacia la terraza. ¿Por qué toca hablarle a estos dos? ¿Tú qué eres?
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
Dagia o pies grandes.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Sí, ahí está. No baile
Come
del
on.
banco.
Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip in the streets
Bueno,
you
están
hear from
hablando del
those
asesino.
is worth
Tiene
anything.
unos baile malvado.
There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
Bueno, Novael no era el asesino, pero es malvado.
Fatui? They certainly are very
Los
suspicious.
Fatui son sospechosísimos.
Crooked
No sé por
folks.
qué lo dejan entrar. Por dinero lo dejan
Lower
entrar,
your
¿verdad?
voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
¿Y quién es el dueño de los Fatui? O sea, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? No sé, amigos. Solo escucho cosas malas de los Fatui, pero los veo en todos los pueblos que voy.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Sí.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say,
Qué casualidad, ¿no? Todo
do
eso
you
pasó
think
porque
the
Lapis
person who
murió.
assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel.
Ya
Still,
sinvergüenza
what sort of
ese.
supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of
Vamos,
Civil
pues, sí.
Affairs
Yo
has
me
to
quiero
say
escuchar.
first.
Ya mucho chisme del pueblo. Escucha el aviso de la Geoarmada.
Hear ye all, the Chising's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered.
Pero no es cierto.
Now, let the truth be
Sí.
revealed.
Dinos la verdad, Hanchan.
Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
No, hombre, cuenta la verdad.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said.
Dijeron que Rex Lapis no fue asesinado.
So that's how they're spinning it.
Sí, es muy complejo lo dijeron, ¿no?
Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds
Más
like
que a mí me
something they
culparon de
just made up
asesinato
on the
también.
spot.
Y ahora sospechosos van a
The
creer.
Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
Creo que esta vez ha estado en el blanco.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Sí, yo también quiero ver Rito de Ascenso, cómo se ve. No me lo quiero perder, Rito de Ascenso. Pues sí.
Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
No te influye en nada, sigue trabajando, Chito.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
Sí, claro que sí.
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Celestial, tú la terrenal, Ganyu. Porque no dice nada
She
que
looking
Shin.
this way?
Traveler.
Que Shin.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long.
Hey, ¿qué anda a hacer?
Name your price.
Whoa.
¿Qué pasa? Todos me observan.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Primera vez que dice algo el personaje, amigos. Primera vez que dice algo el viajero o la viajera. Primera vez que dijo algo. Primera vez para mí. Sí, primera vez para mí. Es mi primera vez. Rex Lapis, ¿qué haces? Zhongli.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again.
Ah, pero deja de cerrar el ciclo ya, hombre,
Here you
Paimon.
are looking all relaxed.
Si Rex Lapis no quiere, ya no quiere, no lo obligues.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years?
Ya deja de tomar vacaciones a Rex Lapis.
If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya kiosk.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinya kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
Con todo el dinero que no tiene, ¿verdad?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
Veo que no has cambiado nada.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money.
Bueno, tiene razón. Ahí tiene mucha razón, mira. Estamos gastando dinero de los Fatui, así que al menos gastamos dinero de los malvados a diestra y siniestra.
In the city of commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue.
Dale, que tengas un buen viaje.
That is true.
Bueno, fue un buen
There
viaje.
is no journey that does not end. No meetings
Después de cada vacación hay que regresar a trabajar. Pero en el caso de aquí de él es al revés. Después del trabajo hay que ir a vacacionar.
Our search for the seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
¿Cerrada?
Yes. The nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
¿Cómo se llama?
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
¿Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of Inazuma, People call her the Raiden Shogun.
¿La Shogun?
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor.
¿Sabes que mucha gente le tiene un odio a este tipo? Yo estoy entre... Todavía no decido si odiarlo o todavía no sé.
This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Wow.
That's
Mira un
harsh.
detallazo del juego, no me he fijado. Ah, olvídenlo. Iba a decir
The
las sombras,
animal
pero se pudo
Archon
todo
is the god
nublado.
of freedom,
Las
and the
sombras se movían muy
Geo Archon is
bonitas.
the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm.
Que pone aquí la mayoría molestos porque por ilógica la elección. Él elige darle la gnosis a los Fatui cuando en ese momento solo sabíamos que eran malas personas.
The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles.
El cielo.
All right then. Was there anything else you
Hay
wished
algo más
to
que quiero
know?
saber yo. Vamos a ver qué le pasó a Novail.
Yeah, about that.
Ese traidorazo
Before the
que nos
Chising made their announcement,
destruye
we
el
listened to a
billete.
lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Childe did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Chising from defeating the ancient god.
Sí, es
I've
cierto.
heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui.
¿Y por qué todavía hacen
Those poor
cosas
Snezhnayan
diplomáticas con los
diplomats?
Fatui? Ya,
If it were not for
eliminarlos.
Childe's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him
Odio más a
and
los
called for
Fatuis
his
por el
dismissal
momento
by
que
now.
a Zhongli. O sea, si me pregunta, yo odio mucho más a los Fatuis.
All right then.
Todo por ahora, ya no le tengo que preguntar
Well
nada.
then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
Tenemos que ir entonces ahora a la nación de estos electros.
I
De los...
suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Va amigos, completamos un viaje a nuestro ascenso.